So hey guys, I'm back with another video. In today's video I will be doing my debt tracker for March. Basically, so if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell for notifications of my next upload. And let's just get into the video. Do mind me, I'm a blind bitch right now. I don't have on my glasses, so we'll set everything up. Usually this takes me a long time with the stickers, but since they're my own stickers, I have gotten pretty handy with getting them pretty straight, as straight as I want it. I am using my debt tracker kit as well as my washi kit from my shop. It will be linked down below if you guys are interested in going ahead and checking that out. I still have March stuff up. It probably won't be up for that long because I am about to release April's kits, just so that they're out early. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's get into the video. So I have done a pretty good job so far of trying to stay on track with my debt tracker. Let's just look at February's. And this is my debt tracker for February, my debt snowball. You see, I wanted to put $300 towards Chase, and you know, I have my plan set out for the next couple of months, but it was a little bit change of plans, and I'm gonna tell you why. I did receive my income tax at the end of February, so I did just go ahead and pay off. I paid off 2 of my cards. And then I did take a nice chunk and put it towards other things. So I didn't necessarily go ahead and add that extra $300, but I still have time to. I just decided to go ahead and knock out some of the little ones so that I don't have to worry about them again. So we are going to just list my debts, not from smallest to largest, because we do know that all my focus is on my Chase card for this point. So we're just gonna go ahead and list them. We have Chase, which the balance on my Chase card is $19.73.66. Don't judge me, judge your mama, because I know last week was something else. I did put the APR in there. I'll fill that in after the fact. So my minimum is going to be $62, and I will be making a $300 additional payment for this one. The next one that we have is Capital One, which the balance on this one is $1,061.69. My minimum payment is $32 on here. And I love this pen. This pen is from Michelle's shop. I picked up 3 of them, I think, but I just decided to bust this bad boy out. And honestly, how black it is and how well it writes is crazy. So we have the next one is Credit One, which the balance on there should be $326. $92. And this is after I put, this balance is probably not correct. I'm gonna just be honest because I didn't subtract the payment that I made towards this card. So, but it doesn't matter because that card I'm not focused on paying off right now. Wow. So I'm gonna get my white out because I did go ahead and fix it. Put the wrong thing. So it's $925.69, and that is my thing. So we have credit 1, and that's gonna be $30. And I will not be making an additional payment towards that. And then my last card that I will be paying is my First Premier card. And that card I owe $252.48, and the minimum payment on there is $30 as well. So as you can see, I basically paid off the rest of my Victoria's Secret and my Indigo card. I just thought that I'll go ahead and get those out of the way. Because it really wasn't that much to pay on them. So I did just knock those out when it came to me allocating my funds for debt payments. And if you didn't check out my tax refund budget, you can go ahead and check that out. I did film that and upload that already. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I did allocate $1,000 towards my debt, and I could have just went ahead and knocked out the chase, but in the end, I already have a plan for that. So I just decided to go ahead and split it across all of them. That way, when I do get to them, it's significant amounts that's already taken off of there. If it makes sense, that's where my whole thought process was. So that's what I decided to do instead of just taking that whole chunk and putting it towards Chase, because I wanted to knock out the amount of payments sometimes that I had in the weeks, and sometimes depending on when these are due, they're all hitting me in the same week. So I decided to go ahead and do that. So I will be setting up my debt snowball for this month, and I have been using 2 washi strips. I think I have been doing that since January. Let's just see, because I don't even think January I did that either, but we'll see. Oh, I did do it. So I started going ahead and putting the washi there. I think it's cute. Makes it look like a complete spread. It makes the page look like full and not empty. So now we're gonna get into my debt snowball, and I am gonna pull out my my stickers. Let's go ahead and look back at February, and look at starting from March. So I'm going to need, add the month that I am in. So we're gonna need April, May, June, and July, and we'll do August just to have it in there. So let's start with April. I think last month I just put April, February, and March in there, but I'm not gonna do that. I feel like it's almost like repetitive if I keep putting the same thing, and I'm cool with not doing that. I have like almost the same plan. So let's go ahead and use this flag for April, and as you can see, I am using the little Erin Condren mini calendar sticker pack, and this is in a 2019 one. Like I told you before, depending on, I have an Erin Condren haul. I don't know if which one of these are gonna go up first, but I do just use it for the color, so I don't really care about like what year I'm in as far as like the calendar. I only use it for the flags. So in April, we're gonna allocate $300, and that is going to be towards Chase. We have $300 to spare. That's going to be towards Chase, and that's going to leave me with the balance, estimated balance now, because this is before this is before thing. So when I make this payment in March and April, I'm going to allocate $300 towards that, and that should leave me with, oh my god. All right, so let me just do this. Right now my balance is $19.73. Take away $362 gets me $16.11 that I'm working with going into April. And I'm going to put $300 towards that again in April. So we're going to take away another $362, and that's going to leave me with a balance of $12.49 going into May. Now I hope that you're following what it is that I'm talking about. And then in May, if all things go the way that they should, I'm gonna have another $300, and this is $300 is like my set goal. Depending on how my variable incomes happen, we'll see. Hopefully, you know, we get a good month in Etsy. So we have $300 in May and Chase. My balance should be $887. And like I said, again, this is pre-interest. Oh shit. Why you didn't tell me I was using the wrong color? And I don't know why, because I really love the Erin Condren color from May. Like, that peach is everything to me. All right, so in May we have that. So we have April, May, June, which is like the summer month. We have space here. I hope it doesn't look awkward, but I have 2 more months, so I'm fine. We have June, which we're gonna put another $300 towards. And that's gonna be Chase. And that's gonna leave me with a balance of $525. And then in July, I'm going to give or take, I could afford $300. That's why I'm doing it in increments of $300 with all of my regular bills and with my regular income. This is what this is all based off of. So this is why I'm doing it. I will have from $525 in June. I'm going to take away $362. Me with $163 from the $362 from there. And then in August, I'm going to stick with the same 300, and then it's going to be a little bit different because we'll pay off Chase in August. Everything goes well, and then we'll start at Capital One. And let's see. So we have $300, take away 163 or whatever it is. I have $160 left. I'll go ahead and allocate that towards Capital One. And I'll just put the 163 knowing that I'm going to take the rest of the 300 and put it towards Capital One. And all of this looks a little crooked, so I'm actually going to go ahead August. I'm going to put it down for September because why not? Is there, and because everything is going like this, I want to try to make it even. And then we'll start on Capital One. So we have 925 right now. Well, let's see. We have 32, 32, 32, 2, have 32 plus 163 equals 325. So if everything goes according to plan, I will have another $300 to put towards my debt. We'll go ahead and use that at Capital One. And my balance in September, by the time we go to use that $300, will be at 602.69. Hopefully, again, this is without the interest, but I do think this will wipe out a good chunk of it. So this is where we're going to be at in September. Technically, if we take away that 300 from 602, we possibly could go ahead in October and just pay off Capital One in full. And that means before the end of this year, I'll have my two biggest debts in terms of my credit cards out of the way. Even if the interest is just like a little bit higher, that's fine. It honestly doesn't take it up by that much. I really think my highest interest, it was on that Victoria's Secrets card, and I already wiped that out, so I'm good on that. And this is going to be my debt snowball for the next couple of months. Hopefully you guys go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, just so you can go ahead and see, you know, how I do. Again, this is my debt journey. This is how I plan on getting out of this debt. I do want to go ahead and get these credit cards off my back so I can go ahead and focus on the bigger things that I have going on, which is my car and getting that paid off before the 5 years that I have on my loan. Even though I feel like honestly, I've been doing so. What the hell? Oh, that was about. But it always happens when I'm filming. This is going to be my plan for the next 6 months. And what I was saying, it made me forget because that car alarm started going off. But the good thing about, you know, these journeys and these budgets is that you get to decide how you're going to do it and how it's going to change up and how it's going to work for you. And sometimes I always have a plan, but I have, you know, the flexibility to be able to make those decisions to help me reach some of my goals quicker. $300 is my goal, but now I can go ahead and roll over those payments that I was making on those other cards and roll them into my payments for these. And I actually might can go ahead and add more than that. $300 is just the limit, and that's the whole point of a snowball. Okay guys, like I was saying, I had to free up some disk space. I'm not exactly sure where everything cut off at, but again, if you see any